This is another situation where this double go live button, I'm trying to figure out why my chat isn't paying attention to me, but after the second time in 2 weeks doing 20 minutes thinking that I'm live and I'm not live, I think now I'm actually live. Wow. So, we do have a fantastic episode for you today, and you don't even understand. I have to laugh because sometimes what happens is I push my go live button, but in OBS, there's a second go live button, and I missed that second go live button, so I wasn't actually live. So I got to just rehearse my notes and go through this incredible episode that you literally have missed. So now got to do it again. I got to take it from the top. But the thing that's amazing is sometimes things happen, and the whole vibe about being a live streamer, being a photographer, and also being here on YouTube, I'm a different kind of creator. I'm able to 100%, I'm able to 100% be myself here on YouTube. And it's Tuesdays. It's a Tuesday. And Tuesday's episodes have always been about inspiration. Today's episode is about my mentorship program, which has been going so well, and I'm getting such satisfaction from seeing your progression, seeing your submissions, reading your comments. Today, I'm going to let you behind the fifth wall. I'm going to share with you the framework that I use in order to help the members of my mentorship program. And I'm also attempting to turn my mentorship program into a course, a guided course, so to speak. I'm also going to get into some details that I've been thinking about for my upcoming masterclass. My masterclass is going to be extremely specific. It's going to be for a specific photographer at a specific spot in their career. My goal with these group masterclasses is to have a small group of 10 that I work with once per month on Discord. And I might live stream it. I'm still on the fence. You guys know I read and reply to every single comment. Thousands of comments I've read and replied since my channel started to grow last year. Hearing your feedback and hearing your struggles has helped me greatly in shaping my content. I've learned so much about where you're stuck, and I've spent the last 2 years developing strategies to help you get unstuck. I see where you get stuck the most. And what I realize is we all need skills. Many of us focus on the skills to making great photos, but there's so many more skill sets that we need to learn. I started this channel in order to help photographers get to the next level, to share the skills that I've learned. Creating this YouTube channel has actually made me a better human. It's crazy. Starting this YouTube channel has made me a better human. I'm more present. I seek learning every single day. I'm obsessed about learning new things, and I'm obsessed about sharing them with you. I actively learn a new thing every single day. And the thing that's amazing about skills, no one or nothing can take your skills away from you. Nothing. You can lose everything, but no one can take your skill set away. No one can take your skills away. So, as a human, and as trying to be a better human, I'm actively seeking and learning new skills every day. Over the last couple of years, by the way, I've found it way more stimulating to help the obsessed photographer become a professional, or a professional photographer become a more successful professional. I'm sure you noticed I stopped talking about beginner photography stuff, and I've geared my content towards how to be a pro and the mindset of a pro. Of course, as expected, I lose a lot of subscribers. Shifting my content and making it specifically for those that are trying to make money with their camera, it's gonna feel a bit too advanced for a beginner photographer who's looking for help with beginner photography things. I love photography, and I've been thinking hard about a course maybe, or a playlist for beginners at photography. I do love to talk about all aspects of photography, but to be honest, speaking about beginner photography stuff is just gonna segment my audience. I do feel if I help beginners get started, they will stay on with me when they're ready to become a pro. But right now, all the stuff that I'm talking about, if you're a beginner photographer, it's gonna sound like Chinese. I kind of want to make some beginner playlists, record them, and just be done with them. But I teach that level of stuff to teenagers in high schools, and I do enjoy it. But putting on that stuff on my channel, it's just gonna confuse people. So I might make it and then put it behind a paywall, and you can buy these beginner courses. So let's talk a little bit about the masterclass. The masterclass is something that I've been really thinking about for months. I've been thinking about this masterclass. And I can't help but say, like, I think I'm ready. Some of the things that I've been doing one-on-one in my mentorship program, I believe can be transferred into a masterclass. I believe that it can. In my mentorship program, I can tailor my time with you exactly to where you are today at a pace that you can handle. My masterclass, on the other hand, it's going to be more like school. It's going to be once per month. I mean, it's going to be way cooler than school. But what you're going to get is group accountability. You're going to get one-to-many guidance and one-on-one guidance within that group. Here's the thing. Everybody's going to be on microphone. Everybody's going to be on camera. And everybody's going to see where everybody else is in this group. This is full transparency, because transparency is actually how you learn photography. All of it, by the way, I'm going to stream live for the members only of this channel. The master classes are going to be streamed for members, but unless you're a masterclass member, you're not even going to be able to chat. You're not even going to be able to chat. You will be able to watch it happen. If you're not a member of the channel, if you're a subscriber only, you're not even going to see this happen. This is going to be past you. So I'm going to live stream this to my members because I believe live streaming this to an audience of believers already will help those that are watching, and it's going to make you want to be a part of it. Having this happen in a group, as well as having specific masterclass channels on the Discord for this new tier, is going to be where we talk. It's going to be weekly communication, sharing assignments. And I'm also going to be popping into this special
gifted member.
Let's go. Yo, gifted member. Durrell gifted the 5 members, man. Like, honestly, Durrell, thank you so much for your generosity. Because of you, I am actually burning my flat down right now. And if you just got gifted a membership, be happy, be thankful. And by the way, thank you, Durell. You are a king.
New member.
An absolute king. Appreciate you. So I started saying that everybody who is going to be watching this is going to be wanting to be a part of it. The assignments that happen within this masterclass are going to be next level. Next level. The assignments are going to be tailored specifically to you. So if you're a product photographer, and also there's a landscape photographer next to you in this masterclass, and there's a portrait photographer next to you, like each one of you get individual assignments. There are going to be group business assignments that you're going to have to do. Because again, I'm going to show you the framework that I use in order to teach. I use this framework to teach on my channel, but I also use this framework in my masterclass, and I'm going to use this framework, or I use it in my mentorship program, and I will be using it in my masterclass. So here's the parameters, by the way. This isn't for everybody. This is definitely not for everybody, because I can't take everybody. So there has to be some parameters. So here are the parameters. Number one, you have to be in a place where you're ready for photography to be your business. Meaning you want to be a pro photographer. That is your goal. That is your end goal. Whether I help you here or you find somebody else, you're going to be a pro. That's the only mindset that I want to be in this masterclass. It doesn't have to be your full-time thing right now, photography, but it has to be your plan. You have a plan to be a pro. That's the first thing. Next, this isn't for flakes. It's not for half-assers or those that think that success should be handed to them. If that's you, please don't join my masterclass. I'll literally just give you your money back. If you watch my content, you're going to understand this reference. This is for photographers that are at level 2, level 3, or level 4. So if you watch my content, this is level 1, this is level 2, this is level 3, this is level 4, and up here, ta-da, ching ching, this is level 5. Now, I'm looking for people who are in this area only. That's it. You need to be level 2, level 3, or level 4. That means you're either an informed pessimist, or you're in the valley of doom, or you're an informed optimist. If you're level 1, you're not ready for me yet, which is okay. Watch my content, find your niche, grind, get depressed, start sliding down that hill where you're like, oh shit, I don't know anything, then you'll be ready for the masterclass. By the way, if you're at level 5, what do you need me for? If you're at level 5, you're already making money. Unless you need help with systems, unless you need help with making more money, making your business more efficient, or just for the accountability that this masterclass is going to give, you're trying to like hit the stars and you're a pro, the masterclass is for you. So the value of the masterclass is going to be 10 times the level of just being a member. It's going to be 10x times being a $5 member on this channel. By the way, I make $350 of the $5. YouTube takes 150. So, by the way, having your photographs reviewed up to 4 times a month for $5 by a professional with 30 years experience is insane. It's insane. $5. $5. So, and anyone who's had their photos reviewed by me, is that worth 4 times in 1 month? Is that worth the price of a Starbucks to you? Is it? Yes or yes? So, the time that I have to make to do this masterclass, and it's going to be 3 hours. It's going to be 3 hours. The time that it's going to take me to structure each masterclass, fulfill outlines, and create monthly tasks for a group, as well as individual tasks for all 10 of you, is going to be way more involved than show prep. These classes are going to be gold. And by the way, if they're not gold, cancel. It's $50. It's $50 now, but I promise you the price will go up. And if it doesn't change your life, please cancel. I'm not interested in taking anybody's money that isn't benefiting from my content. So, and also, you're paying for my time and dedication. For those who get my content for free here on YouTube as a subscriber, you're getting my time and dedication for free. You just get hit with commercials. So let me show you my framework. The framework is gold. And I've been working on this framework for literally, I started teaching photography when I was 25. I was invited back by my professors because I was such a great case study. I had dropped out, got a studio, and started shooting covers in celebrities within my first 3 years of business. The professors couldn't understand how I did it. So they invited me back to lecture to university level photography students. And I've been doing it ever since. And I've been developing this framework since 1995. So this is the framework. And I got to tell you, there's been parts of this framework that I didn't know, which is where I failed. And I failed in this business so many fucking times. And excuse my French, but I have to be real. I've failed in this business so many times. And those things that I've failed at, I've spent the last 5 years of my life diving deep on making sure that I'd never fail in those areas again. And what I'm doing is structuring what it is that actually worked and putting that together in a framework. So this is what it is. This is how I teach you. Whether you're watching my channel now, or whether you're watching the videos that I make, obviously the podcast, whether you read my mailing list, whether you're on my mailing list and you read my newsletter every Saturday, or if you're in my mentorship program currently, this is what I do. This is how I teach you. So it starts with this. It starts with the work. And you can see here I have it labeled course because I'm really trying to write down every element of the things. Yo, Stephen C, man, let's go with the rewind. Let's go. Welcome back. Thank you for becoming a member and causing me to burn the house down. Steve, thank you, my guy. I appreciate you. Thank you for the love. Thank you. I appreciate it. I love you too, my guy. Thank you. understand that the way that I formulate this course, the way that I formulate this framework, let's just call this, let's just erase that. We'll just break down the framework. Because it is a framework, and it starts with the work. You hear me talk so much about your work and helping you make your work better. And by the way, this is why my YouTube channel is different, because it's not about me. It's not about me. I mean, you need to know that I have the credentials to be telling you the information that I'm telling you. So I have to establish credentials. But beyond that, it's not about me. And I've shifted my channel. Once I figured this out, that this channel wasn't actually about me, it was about you. And me helping you become a professional photographer. As soon as I realized that it was about you and not me, oh my God, I hope you notice. And I don't know, if you go back and watch my older content, if you watch it, you'll see there's somewhere like 6 months ago or something, like something clicked. And I realized, oh, it's not even about me. So the work is where I help you first. And that's why you join. You spend $5 a month for me to review your photos so I can help you with the work. The work, this is not just, this isn't easy. For some it is, but this is talent, 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 talent. There's people who are so naturally talented at photography, but they have no idea about the other stuff that I'm going to get into with this framework. But they have such natural talent that the work is insane. But it's everything that comes down here that they have no idea about. So the work, and you see, I spend a lot of time on the work. I spend a lot of time helping you develop the work, because without the work, we can't go any further. And the funny thing is, the thing that I see the most in this area, it's a hard one to say, but I see lazy work. I see lazy work. That's the thing that, like, and I help you. I catch it. I'm like, hey, that picture is kind of out of focus, you know? But as I've shifted my content towards helping pros become pros, because you're a pro already, you just haven't learned the skills in order to make the money yet, you know? So there's so much lazy work. There's so much lazy work from photographers that have talent. And then, why am I not working? It's like, because you don't give a shit. Because guys like me that give a shit, are going to steamroll you. So many people don't get out of this cycle. They don't get out of this cycle of, they have talent, they create lazy work, they have lazy work, they're like, damn, I'm talented, and they just keep going through because no one's looking at their work and calling them out on their bullshit. This is what I do. I call you out when you're mailing it in. And I also praise you when you're not. When you are putting every single speck of talent that you have for photography into the photography that you send to me to look at, I praise you. And I also judge you against you. You're not being judged against any other photographer here. You're being judged against you, but you're being motivated by the other amazing photographers in this group. So the work, this is where we start. The part two, people don't even get here. It's so stupid. It's really frustrating. Ah, that camera turned off. It's really frustrating because people don't even get to this point. They don't even get to this second level. This is level 2. See, is this on now? No. Let me just get this back camera on because, you know, I like to have 3 cameras. One more time. No. All right, we're going to let it go. All right. So this is the second part of this. This is the second thing that I try to teach on this channel. This is the second thing that I teach in my mentorship program. This is the second thing, the second huge package that you're going to learn is packaging. The packaging. The packaging is your portfolio, your website, your branding, and so much more. The most important one, the one that everybody forgets about, the one that the most important part of packaging is you. And many people don't spend any time working on you. None. Your health, fitness, and mindset. Those 3 things, if you don't have those nailed, the fuck are you doing? Excuse my French, but like, what are you doing? There's no future with no health. There's no future if you're not healthy. Your health, that's the one thing that derails. So many people get derailed because of a health problem. Because health, they didn't give a shit about their health for so long. And then now, oh shit. So guess what? That health is part of your packaging. How people see you is also how they decide. People decide whether they're going to hire you in a second. As soon as they see you, that's the person, or that's not the person. People also forget that when you're on a job, you're being presented also to other people. So you're being presented as like someone's choice. And if you're all sloppy and all messy, then you're making the person that chose you look bad. So part of packaging is you. And too many people miss that. Having the health to be able to go at the pace that I do. By the way, I'm 53 years old. I go at a pace like, and funny, and why I was so kind of frustrated that the beginning of this episode didn't go so smoothly is because I prepared this ep until 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. I think I went to bed when the sun was coming up, preparing today's episode because I care so much about my content. And I care so much about helping just you. Honestly, just you. If I help only you, I can sleep at night because I brought value. And honestly, bringing value that's what business is. It's value in exchange for money. So the second part of my framework is packaging, and the portfolio comes from the work. That comes from up there. The website comes from up there. The branding comes from brainstorming, research, seeing what other people are doing, seeing what's working, and trying to find some sort of identity that is you. The branding is part of it, but you and your motivation and your desire to do this is so much. So that's phase 2. I deal with the packaging. Phase 3 is another place where so many people fail. And yeah, I will share those failures with you, calligraphy. I will share those failures. I'm happy to do that. You're very welcome about the dedication. The next thing that I am going to talk about, and the next most important framework, is the business. The business is where 90% of people fail because they're uninformed. They are uninformed on what it takes to run a business. Not just a photography business, any business. They have no idea. And guess what? Me, I was there. One of my failures is on this spot. And this is why in the last few years, I mean, I've kept it going. I've always been able to work and make money and shoot celebrities and all that stuff, but my business was bullshit. How I was running my business was not right. You know why? I was uninformed. I was uninformed. I never learned business in school. Photography school didn't talk about the business. There's lots of questions coming, guys. I'm going to have some questions at the end. It's hard for me to do the questions and keep my flow. I didn't know anything about the business, and I was uninformed, and that was a skill that I didn't even know what I didn't know. I was so uninformed. I had no idea what I didn't know. And now that I'm more informed on the business, well, now I'm talking about LLCs if you're an American. I'm talking about incorporation or a co. Things like this that protect you, make it so you pay less taxes and give you like a sense of security and a sense of distance from your business, from it being actually you. When it's you, it's hard for you to be far enough away to see yourself actually as the business. But if you register a corporation, you're able to have an overview of how you're performing, and you take it a hell of a lot more seriously. So that's another framework that I failed at, and now, I'm a psycho person at this part now. This is all I do. This is my happy spot right here, is business. This is where, like, I love this part, and I was afraid of this part of photography my entire career. And I'm admitting it here to all of you right now on my channel. I was always afraid of the business part because I have social anxiety and I have a hard part. I've always had a hard time reaching out to people. And that's where I always failed. So I've realized that I've built this into one of the frameworks that I help with on my channel. It's one of the frameworks that I help with in the videos that I make. It's one of the frameworks that I help with in my mentorship program, one-on-one, and in this group masterclass that's coming. And there's number 4. I've always known this, but I couldn't articulate this before. I've always known this, but I couldn't articulate this before. Systems. The systems. Systems for everything. Systems, I'm spelling horribly right now. Systems for everything. And I mean everything. System for how you shoot. System for how you store your data. System for how you do backups. Systems for how you make your clients feel good. Systems for how you, like, soon as you see every client, you hit them with a compliment. Oh my God, those are great shoes. Oh, I'm Carty, by the way. Nice to meet you. Holy shit, your hair is like, let's go. You're ready for this show. Oh, by the way, I'm Carty. Yeah, nice to meet you. I always lead with a compliment. It's called leading with love. It's always what I do. I have love tattooed right here. This is I Ching, which is love energy in Chinese. Anything that I do and anything I reach out my gestured hand, I do it with love. So that's also a system. Systems for everything. Systems for how you bill people. Systems for collecting payment. Systems for invoicing. Systems, systems, systems. I didn't even know that there were systems like this, but here's the most basic system for a professional photographer. This is the most basic system. Oh, Del, you're so sweet, man. Thank you. This is the most basic system, okay? Number 1, you get hired. Number 2, you charge money for your service. We're going to call this a nice round number. That is $500. They get something that is included with that package. What they get for $500 is 2 finals and a gallery of everything that is watermarked. You have a watermarked gallery because the gallery is just for choosing. Okay? You tell your client that these finals, you are giving 2 for free, but the value of those are $50 each times 2. So you're giving them $100 off this price right off the bat. Now, if they want more than 2 finals, they pay $50 per. Then you shoot in a way that you shoot headshots, 3/4, full length, and you do that in 3 locations. Do it 3 times. Now you've given them, if they pick 1 from each one of those ideas, that's 9 photos. Like, you've created an impossible situation. You've created a situation now where the amount of photographs that they want, which are all of them, versus how much are included with your package, which is 2 of them, they're going to pick extra at $50. Once this amount of pictures that they want hit, call it 5, offer a discount and make it less than $50. Once it hits 10, offer a discount and make it again less than $40. So that every single time you do a photo shoot where someone pays $500 that they get 2 photos, they end up spending $850 or $900 or $1,000, and they're leaving so happy because you've given them hundreds of photos. It's called over delivering. If you over deliver and structure it in this way, you will be rewarded for over delivering by making money on finals. That's a system. That one's on the house. So that's just one system, just one off the top of my head, but a system that I've been using for 30 years. Before it was digital files, I would sell prints that way, except I wouldn't include any. If I would shoot, you'd get contact sheets, and I would hold the prints for ransom, and you'd pay. At that time, back in the day, it was $25 a
Welcome.
print. Hey, Gubbo, let's go. A new subscriber. Welcome. Let's go. All right. So, systems.
Welcome.
Are you convinced that there's a need for systems? Systems for everything. And I build systems for everything. And in my masterclass, I'm going to teach you a system for everything. Tell me a scenario, I'm going to give you a system. And it's like, I'm so good at it now that, like, and I'm not trying to break my arm patting myself on the back. It's just something that I spend so much time on business, so much time on research on how to like monetize ideas, monetize creativity, and monetize photography services, that upselling video, like, there's so many different systems. I mean, here's a conversation. Like someone asks you for pictures and you're like, yeah, and once you secure that, you're like, and how many videos are we shooting? And they're like, what? Video? What? And you're like, guy, you know I shoot video, right? Have you seen the videos that I make? Here, let me show you what I do. And it's like, you're going to hire me. And this is what I say. This is what I say. This is what I say. When someone hires me to do just one look or one thing and not also photography, I say this. You're going to go to a Ferrari dealership, rent a Ferrari, and then drive it to the end of the block and get out and be happy? Like that? Are you crazy? Yo, you're at a Ferrari dealership. I'm a goddamn Ferrari. Use me. Okay, so how much does it cost to have you for the whole day? Like, value yourself and give someone a comparison. My time with you is like you're driving a Ferrari. This is going to be the most exciting experience of your life. You only want me for an hour? For one look? For one idea? For reals? Okay. Okay. And then you have them feeling stupid for using just one look. And then the next time when they have money, they're like, oh, Carty, I got money. Let's go. So the systems. And systems is where photographers fail. They make every time they do something, it's a whole new thing. I mean, I'm not talking about light, although there's systems for light too. Once you start really getting into like upper echelon of like studio photographer, you'll realize like your style in the studio is actually a system. And again, that's so advanced talk for right now. I'm not really going to get into it, but everything is a system. And once you see it as a system, let's go, Jason Hall. Hey, buddy, thank you for believing in me. And thanks for believing in this whole idea, this whole program. Good for you, man. I appreciate you for joining us.
New member.
Okay, Ricky, let's go. Welcome. Ricky, you've already been here, man. 3 months. Appreciate you. So,
new member.
Systems. Milan. 2 months. Renew day. Let's go, baby. Look at how many we got here. Look at this. Look at this. Crazy. The systems is where photographers fail. Photographers do a new thing every day. And they also don't know how to structure their week. I should be doing this on this day. I should be doing this and this on this day. I should be doing this every this day. And a little bit of this every this day. Like mapping out your week. Photographers should every day when you wake up have one task. What is the one thing that I would be incredibly disappointed in myself if I didn't do today? Guess what? If you did just that one thing today, if you did just that one thing, like tomorrow, you wake up and you say to yourself, what would be the one thing that if I didn't do this for myself today to help my photography career move forward, I would feel incredibly disappointed. What's that one thing today that I can do that would move me just a little bit closer to my goal? If you did that every single day, you would be a working pro in 6 months. Nobody does that. I'm telling you, I'm a psycho. I don't sleep. It's all I do is photography, make videos, and think about creative ways to deliver my message to you in a way that will stick, that will resonate, and that will make you stay on this journey. Because so many people find me when they're on the verge of quitting. And I'm not going to let you quit. At least, like, again, that shit's on you. You have to live with quitting, by the way. No successful photographer has ever quit. But I guarantee you something. We've all failed fucking plenty, forgive my French, but we've all failed plenty. It's the getting back up, regrouping, researching, looking inwards and seeing what it is that you're doing wrong, because all failure is a result of your action. It's no one else's fault. Like, I hate to say it, it's no one else's fault. There's certain situations like, hey, I got hit by a car and like, I got that, like that, it's not your fault. But I honestly believe that we can like set these positive intentions every day. Set these like, oh, today's going to be amazing. Like literally, I do my podcasts and I say this to myself when I sit at my desk. I say, this is going to be an amazing episode. I say that because I know I'm so excited about bringing this value. I'm so excited. Like, I can't wait. Like, I'm sitting waiting for 6 o'clock so I can give you this information. So, frameworks. The systems is where photographers fail. And the next thing where so many photographers fail is with, oh, my iPad's not connected suddenly, is with outward reach. Outward reach is where so many photographers fail. My goodness me, are you gonna give me that disconnect now? Come on now, iPad. Hey, there we go. Welcome back, iPad. Welcome back. Hey, look, for those who haven't seen my new baby. Look, welcome back, little new baby, a pink iPad. I'm so secure in my sexuality that I bought a pink iPad, and I wear nail polish from time to time, so that tells you the kind of guy I am. It matched my branding. I had to buy pink. All right. So the next real major spot is outward reach. This is where so many photographers fail. And the reason is because they make a website, they have social media. They're like, I have Instagram. I'm marketing. It's like, dude, everybody has Instagram. My grandma has Instagram. She's not marketing, but she's doing the exact same thing that you're doing. So what are you doing that's different? Outward reach is where photographers fail. And the issue is because they set up one thing only, which is website and social media. Some of them just do this. They just do Insta and they quit there. They don't do even a website. And oh my God, you talk about a hard copy portfolio, an actual printed book, a folio like this book. People don't do those. So you're competing against people who do, like me. I just drop a portfolio up. They don't even have to see me. They get a coffee table book on their desk. They're like, oh my God, who's this guy? And what are you doing? You got your website and you're standing there like, why am I not getting any work? It's like, because there's people like me that are destroyers. We just gobble you up. Nom, 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 nom. Because you're only doing one thing, which is passively selling. All of these things, not this one, because this one you have to physically show, but this is passive. Okay? Which is I put something up there and now why are people looking at it? How come people aren't looking at my website? How come people aren't liking my Instagram posts? It's like, okay, quit. Be gone with you. Quit. Bye. But this is because they're only doing one part of outward reach. The passive selling, everybody does this. Everybody. People who aren't even selling passively sell. Everybody does this. But geniuses, millionaires, they do this. They actively sell. They spend 24 hours a day trying to find people that they could bring value to. Who could I help? Who could I help? Who could I help with my skill set? Who could I help with what I know? Who could I help with what I've learned? Actively selling and passively selling, these two together, that's a successful photographer. Again, that's number 5, which is another framework that people fucking fail at. And I know sometimes I try not to swear. I really do. But sometimes I swear for emphasis because it shakes people, you know, and it makes them like listen, you know? Yeah. So outward reach, that's number 5. That's by not at all the last framework, but that is 5 frameworks that I teach on this channel. This is all stuff. If you look at my content, you'll see that all of my content falls within these 5 frameworks. Business, the packaging, the work, the brand, like this is all I talk about, and it's all I actually want to talk about. And then number 6, for people who graduate from my mentorship program, like Vicky, Alice, who is my mod, she's my social media manager. Like Vicky is so incredibly helpful to this entire program. Vicky, in 3 months, I watched her put it all together and I watched her turn it around. And still, I know Vicky, if Vicky was in my masterclass, I would help Vicky 10x what she's doing and make more money for less work, which, yeah, we're all about. But Vicky, you're incredibly important to this community. Thank you for everything that you do. So the last thing that I do is I help you put it all together. And I don't ever want anyone to feel like they're hanging. So putting it all together, this is accountability. This is the photo reviews. This is constantly self-improvement. There's so many aspects here where putting it all together, this is why there's nothing more important than a photography community. The photography community that I've built here and the way that community, and this is why this masterclass and my Discord, if you're not in my Discord, by the way, what
Welcome.
Exactly are you doing? Dimitri, welcome. Glad you're here. If you're not on my Discord, actually, what are you doing? Seriously. Community. We all need community. It's why we have friends. It's like our family is our first community, you know, but what photographers don't have and what creatives don't have, which is why you turn to YouTube, is you don't have a group of 500 other people that are trying to do exactly what you're trying to do, to ask them questions. Think of it, gamers, like they all talk to each other. They're all, hey, how do you jump over this? Oh, you just do, okay, yeah. And now they both know how to do that thing. It's all community. It's all sharing. Hey, I just learned how to do this. Okay, now you know, now we know how to do it together. Mr. Beast starved and struggled on YouTube for a really long time. And if you know the story about Mr. Beast, he met finally some other YouTubers that were also struggling on YouTube, and they talked on the phone from when they woke up until when they went to bed every day. And all they do was watch YouTube videos together and talk about YouTube every day. And they did that for 5 years. Those creators are the biggest creators on YouTube, because what happens is this one makes a mistake on Monday. He learns how to fix it. He tells the rest of the group. Now the whole group has learned the thing that the one person here has learned. They all level up together. This one here learns how to go viral. Now he teaches this one, this one, this one, this one. They all try it. It all works. They all level up together. This is the reason that there are $100,000 masterclasses. It's because masterclasses with the right group of super inspired individuals to literally be able to be like, hey, you said you were going to shoot that thing. Like, what happened? You know, like, to be able to have that accountability, that's what photography school is. And by the way, let me tell you another story. When I was in photography school, this is the ratio of success in photography school. And after that, I'm going to just touch on a couple more things and we're going to wrap up. So imagine this. In photography school, we had critiques. We had like the accountability, and we had the community, and also the competition. The competition in photography school. Yeah. So, let me tell you the last part of this and why accountability and me pairing you up with another person that's in the masterclass as your direct accountability partner is anytime that you're feeling, oh my God, I'm having a hard time about this, or Carty's asked me to do that. Like, you have someone else that you can go, hey, what did you think? Like, you have someone else who's in the same boat as you to bounce something off of. That, by the way, oh yeah, this is what I was going to say. I kind of totally forgot. I got off track. Here we go. I'm back on it. Okay, let me explain to you about photography school and the ratio. That's what I was going to talk about. Okay, so I went to Ryerson, which is now called Toronto Metropolitan University. And I went to Ryerson. I took still photography. Now, of my program, this is how many people applied to my program. In 1990, 2,500 people applied to Ryerson's still photography program. Guess how many people were accepted to go to Ryerson? Year 1989. They accepted 75 students. 75. So, of the 2,500, 7,500 got in that were good enough to pursue professional photography. 75. Of the 75 photographers that went in, how many do you think graduated the professional photography program? Was I one of them? No, I dropped out. But of the 75, how many ended up being professional photographers? Out of the 2,500 that applied, the 75 that got in, the 20 that graduated, how many became pro photographers? 3. How many people of the 3 graduated? 1. So the path of photography, and understand calligraphy says, you're really surprised that I quit. Know that I quit photography school because my parents got divorced. It was a situational thing. I couldn't afford to be there anymore. I quit photography school, quit my job, moved out of the house, sold my 4x5 camera, signed a lease on a 1,200 square foot studio, all in the same week. I had literally $20 and my camera and my portfolio and 30 days to make rent. My brother and I, Two Eyed Studios, 1991, Queen Street West, 1992 actually. That's my first studio. I've had like 15 studios. That was like 32 years ago. So I was going to be a photographer no matter what. And my ambition, my dedication my attitude, and my actions are why I didn't need to graduate in order to become a photographer. And also, when I was about to drop out of school, I talked to my professors and I said, hey, Bill, Bill is the reason that I wear black t-shirts. Bill is the reason that everybody in the industry wears black t-shirts. Bill Scanlon, rest in peace. Bill said, Carty, don't let school interfere with your education. If you think your photography education starts and stops in this institution, you're already losing. You learn photography every time you pick up your camera. Go forth. Good luck. You know, photography education doesn't start or stop in photography school. Photography education is everywhere, and you get better every single time you pick up your camera. So guys, that is my framework for how I teach my workshops, my channel. What else I'm working on? These are some things that I'm working on that might be available for download, might be available for sale, but I'm working on an accountability planner, some sort of an accountability planner, like how I act for you. Imagine, as part of this masterclass, we set up an accountability, like you say, okay, I'm going to shoot 4 shoots this month. Okay, cool. So guess what? It's on the accountability calendar, and guess what? We all see it. And it's like, if we don't see those check marks happening, like, you can see who's doing the work and who's not. And when people can see that you're not doing the work, you kind of do the work or you drop out. You know what I mean? And again, all of this work I'm giving you is for you to become a faster, better, more incredible photographer in the shortest amount of time possible. Because I promise you, it will take you 20 times as long to get to that destination without the kind of help that I'm giving here on this channel. So guys, I hope you appreciate it. Accountability partner and accountability planner. I want to talk day-to-day plans, weekly tasks, monthly goals, seasonal leaps, and yearly targets. These are things that you guys can work on this right now. You don't need me to help you with the accountability. All you need to do is wake up every single day and say, today, this is the most important thing that I have to do today in order to advance my photography career. If you do that every day, it becomes super easy to see the tasks that you need to do over a weekly basis, over a monthly basis, over a quarterly basis, and on a yearly basis. It becomes super easy, but you got to write everything down. As you can see, I actually write everything down. And if you look at my notes today, I have no freaking camera back there. If you look at my notes today, you'll see that this is what I do every single episode. I do this every single episode in order to bring you the value that I'm doing right here. And believe me, the masterclass, it's me working on the framework and being your guide and being your coach and being your encourager and your motivator. I definitely can't do the work, but I can definitely help you see a little bit better what it is you should be doing. The last thing that I'm going to touch on is the way that I organize my life. Any single thing that I do is in a calendar. Every single thing that I do is in a calendar, and it's not one calendar, it is several calendars. A calendar that tells me when to Instagram post, when to edit my YouTube content, when to create YouTube content, when to start my social media, start my Substack posts, all my mentorship programs. Like, this is how my calendar goes. Website work, make YouTube content, website work. Like, this is my schedule, and I have several different calendars, and they never end. Every week, this is what the calendar looks like. And if you're not absolutely living by your calendar, like, if it's not in my calendar, it's not happening. And I'm talking even my shoots, my social time with my girlfriend. Everything is in the schedule. So it's how it happens. Guys, I hope this episode brought you some good value. I definitely had a good time with you guys today. Hope you enjoyed it. See you guys soon. Pay attention to the Discord if you want to know more details on the mentorship program one-on-one or the upcoming masterclass. Masterclass is going to be limited to 10 people for the first little while. The first 10 people who sign up for this masterclass when I drop it are going to be the people who get in there. If you became a member recently, you'll see your name scrolling across the top of the screen. I appreciate you. This commercial-free episode is and was brought to you by the members of this channel. If you joined today, thank you. I appreciate you. If you became a subscriber today, thank you. I appreciate you. Your name you'll see going across the bottom of this screen. Nothing brings me more joy than seeing you progress with your camera. Showing up is the hardest part. I love you guys so much.